Hey guys, I wanted to finish off on the projection and the paradox polarity meeting point video, and I want to focus mostly on the paradox polarity meeting points because that is extremely important to me. Projections I'll probably get more into maybe a little bit today. First things first, let me just read a Holy Grail definition, okay? Okay. A type of ark or vessel in which the life of the world is preserved and therefore is a significant of the body of the Great Mother, nature. The green color relates to Venus and the heart and the Aurora Borealis. Okay, so the green color relates to Venus and to the great mysteries of generations. It's a symbol both of the lower irrational vices world and of the bodily nature of man. Okay. Because both are receptacles for the living essences of the superior worlds, the mystery of the redeeming blood, which, descending into the condition of death, overcomes the last enemy by ensouling all substances with its own immortality. The heart-love element continually swirls the living waters of eternal life. The Holy Grail typifies the search for the typifies the search for the real self, consummation of the magnum opus, philosopher's stone, whatever you want to call it. Only those, there's many words by the way for that. Magnum opus, great one. Only those who raise themselves above the limitations of sensuous existence. Okay? Raise yourself above the limitation of sensuous existence. Grail legends like King Arthur and stories of martyred sun gods whose blood descended from heaven into the earth plane and was caught in the cup of matter and liberated by the initiatory rites and germinated and resurrected. Very important. The blood descended from heaven, from the Ein Sof, from the very, very, very high thought forms. Source, God, trickling down, projecting, lights, wheels within wheels within wheels within emanations, projections from light source. And different light sources cause different archetypes, different feelings, different energies, different frequencies. This is what light, everything is from light. The sun being our main light, and also all the stars that give us light. You need to understand how the stars truly look like, okay? But by the way, this little Holy Grail definition, spend some time looking at certain things to come up with my own definition. But this is a combination of many things. You need to understand this right here. All of the constellations in the sky, and this is really cool. You can focus this with light and then go outside and it glows in the dark, and you can see where the ecliptic, how it goes through all of the superb constellations. And besides the ecliptical constellations, you want to focus on all of the constellations. Get to know all of these because these are all emanations of self, macrocosm into the microcosm. This definition led me to, it all breaks down to mother, father, or spirit and matter. All right, the midpoint. This Holy Grail definition leads to a paradoxical polarity, where you have mother on one side, father on the other. Mother is mater, maternal, matter, material. It's matter. Father is pater, padre, papa, paternal, and pattern. So it's a pattern of the material realm. That's why we have mother and father, because we are on the material realm. Saturn is biological father in your birth chart. Mother is moon, biological mother, the womb and tomb. And Sun and Jupiter could also be father figures. But, most likely the father that created you from his sperm, from his seed, is Saturn in your birth chart. The prism goes into the chrism, the cerebral spinal fluid, Christos. The prism of light will go into a chrism. Main polarity paradoxes, which you really want to focus on, are the microcosm and the macrocosm. All right, the microcosm, how deep can you magnify? Can you go deep into your hair, your cells, your organs, your skin, anything? How deep can you magnify? 200 times, and then go outward, and how deep can you magnify going to the macrocosm? From the microcosm, skin deep, to the macrocosm, all the way in the stars. And we all have seen, all flat earthers out there, we all have seen how certain stars have the great cymatic nature. They're all concentric rings, just like the planets. No matter how much they glimmer and shine, when you focus in, it's a concentric ring with the atom wave spinning around constantly. That's why it's shining. Then you have more still planets, more still stars. But the midway point between the microcosm and the macrocosm, the midway point is man. Mandala, midway, the M. And the M, don't forget, between middle, Scorpio, and between Virgo, you have Libra, which is Libra, the midway point. It's the midway point, surrounded by the M's. Virgo, purity, analytical, loves making, very decisive, making decisions, sometimes hard to make decisions. Libra too. Scorpio is complete opposite of Virgo. All right. Another great polarity is, let's see, they have the synthetic matrix and the organic matrix. You have the spirit on one side, matter on the other. You have free will on one side and predetermined destiny on the other. Predetermined destiny would be unlocking the pater, the pattern of higher human selfhood at conception. Unlocking the higher pattern. As opposed, that'll be on one side of the snake, right? The snake, like right here. That would be one side of the snake. And then the other side of the snake would be free will. This is to realize your cosmic role. Sacrifice some of our own existence by taking risks and venturing into unknown creative vitality, intent, and energy. That's free will. They have a meeting point. There is just enough segue where you can actually use your intent, your vitality, your creative intuitions to unlock the pattern that's already set in space-time continuum of what we call the future, or it's all a pattern of matter. And there is leeways because we are celestial stars. We are stars. We can unlock all this stuff. And we're going through the serpent cyclical cycle of life. That's why serpents are so important. Be wise as the snake, gentle as the dove. You need to meditate on all paradox meeting points. Meditate on all paradox meeting points. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there is a field. All right, Rumi states, beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there is a field. I will be meeting you there. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing to say. Everything's basically magnetic, electric, dielectric force moving within waves. The atom, atma, atom, atum, all is atum, moves in a cyclical rotundity of spinning energy. All other gods, including the Christ, moves within waves. We are all speaking the same language, all worshiping the same forces. Okay? Next, I want to talk about Lucifer, Ahriman, and Christ. These are the three different types of light on this plane. Okay, the three different types of light. You can put Christ at the midpoint right here. You want to break it down into points? Well, Christ would have to be the midway point of the yod. Lucifer on one, Ahriman on the other. If you want to put them on the sides, well then, fine, you're going to have Lucifer on this side, Ahriman on that side. No matter what, Christ will have to be the foundation. The Christos will have to be the foundation, because these two can handle the Christ energy. There is no foundation of solar energy, of light energy, vitality, chi, force without the Christos force. All right, Lucifer is what lights up the plane. It's the egoistic, it's the vanity, it's the narcissistic path. It still can be a beautiful path. It's very righteous. It's the path of light that lights up the plane. Ahriman is the light that creeps and sneaks into the nooks and crevices and the cracks and leaks into the underworld. That's Ahriman. Ahriman and Lucifer cannot bear the radiance, the pure light emanating from the Christos, which is the sun. Christ is the sun in the sky, the pure emanation, vital harmonic light, flow within the Jiva Atma and the Paramatma. That's the Christ or the Krishna, Christos energy. And it really is. Ahriman and Luciferic light cannot enter into the Jiva Atma Paramatma. They cannot enter into the heart. It's locked by the Christos consciousness, which is why we all have Christos light inside of us that needs to be unlocked, untapped, and rise the Kundalini.